There are a few places in Maine that generate more good music than the 317 Maine Community Music Center in Yarmouth. There are all kinds of musicians affiliated with it, one of whom is Chris Moore. His group Yard Sauce has an album release show that's coming up soon. We're going to tell you about that. But first, here they are to perform for us on 207 Yard Sauce.
You can tell by the fire in his ancient tune. Everything is music underneath the moon. Whispers crackle through the rustling trees. Ears wide open in the evening breeze. I can hear you, sister, can you hear me too? Find my trail in the morning dew. Well, come on, brother, come along. Let go down to the ground. Lay it down so low. Lay your trouble by the riverside. Dive in the lucky old lady eye. Well, drop on down from the Hemlock Ridge, gathering speed neath the Millstone Bridge. Canada geese in a big wide V point the way to the briny sea. There's a field mouse dancing in the willow shade. Time slows down in the flowing jade. You can hear him cackle, he can hear you too. The rise and the fall and the passing through. Well, come on, brother, come along. Let go down to the ground. Lay it down so low. Lay your trouble by the riverside. Dive in the lucky old lady eye. Set on a distant dream, blind to the fortune of the current stream. Turn that tune to the one you know, and dive in the lucky of the river flow. Well, come on, brother, come along. Let go down to the ground. Lay it down so low. Lay your trouble by the riverside. Dive in the lucky old lady eye. Well, come on, sister, come along. Let go down to the ground. Lay it down so low. Lay your trouble by the riverside. Dive in the lucky old lady eye. Dive in the lucky old lady eye.
All right, Chris and Jeff, thank you so much for coming in. Great to have you guys here. So, you know, when we're all young and we start getting introduced to music and we take piano lessons or we take trumpet lessons or we take piano lessons or whatever, we all know kind of where you can go. When I was growing up, I didn't know anybody who was taking mandolin lessons. How did you get started on this instrument?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. I grew up, I'm from Maine, I grew up playing the classical violin, and I played in the Portland Youth Symphony Orchestra, and I took lessons from members of the PSO, and ended up taking violin lessons from Ronnie Lance, who was a member of the Portland String Quartet for decades. And it's the same tuning, G, D, A, E, tuned in fifths. And I always envied the guitar players who were like shredding on guitar. And I realized I could pick up this instrument. And then I started taking mandolin lessons with this guy who's a master named Andy Statman.
And he no longer envies you guitar players.
He shouldn't.
It's a great genre that you work in because it's not just one genre. You got bluegrass, you got country, you got Americana, you got folk. It must be a lot of fun for what you guys are going to be doing at the show coming up, and just in general when you play, to get out and have such a broad range of music.
Well, our band is called Yard Sauce, and it's called Yard Sauce because it's after a recipe for a pizza topping, which is you go out in the yard, you see what's growing there, you pick it up on that given day, put it in the Cuisinart with some olive oil and salt, and that's what you're going to get. So we do play things that are from bluegrass, folk, original stuff. We play traditional shaker music. We play Venezuelan stuff. We play things from Russia. So that's, you know, anything goes.
The album release party coming up February 28th, last day of the month at 317 Maine Community Music Center in Yarmouth. We've got the information on our website and app. Great to have you guys here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Stick around, back with more of 207 right after this.